Hello students, continuing the GMAT series, today's first question is, in the formula shown, if g is constant and x is equal to -6 when t is equal to 2, what is the value of x when t is equal to 4? See, we have been given two cases. In first case, x is equal to -6 when t is equal to 2, and we have been given that g is a constant. So, putting this value in the above formula, x is equal to 1 by 6 gt square. So x is equal to -6 equal to 1 by 6 gt square equal to 4, 2 square. So from here 2 3 2 2s are, so 2 3s are, so g will be equal to -9. As we will shift this 3 in the denominator to the other side, it will become g equal to -9. Now we have to put this value to find out the value of x in the other case when t is equal to 4. So in second case, g is now -9, which is constant, t is equal to 4. So x will be equal to 1 by 2, g is -9 dot 4 square is 16. So this will be 8, right? Sorry, this is 1 by 6. So this will be 3, 8, 2, and here it will be 3. So this will be 3, 3, and x will be equal to 8 multiplied by -3. This will be equal to -24. So the value of x is equal to -24. It's as simple just by putting values. So the right option is option number A. See, whenever we are given, there are two cases. X is equal to y, which we call direct relationship, and another is x is equal to 1 by y, which is called inverse relationships. Whenever we remove the sign of proportionality, we have to introduce a constant. For example, x is equal to k dot y, where k must be a constant, and in this case x is equal to k dot 1 by y, or k1. So in this case, in this formula, it has been given as g is a constant. So we can put that value in finding by having t as another variable and g as constant -9. We can put that value over here. Next question is 39,897 multiplied by 0.0096 divided by 198.76 is approximately. See, for approximation, we can approximate 39,897 to 40,000. Right? Now 0.0096 is close to 0.001. So in approximation, I can write this as 0.001, and 198.76 is close to 200. Now these two zeros cancel this. This will be 200. So 200 multiplied by shifting these decimals to the denominator will get 3 times 0. Right? So this will be 0.0096 can be approximated as 0.01. So this will be 1 by 100. So this will get cancelled. You will be having approximate value 2. The right option is option C. If a square region has area n, what is the length of the diagonal of the square in terms of n? See, for this we'll draw a square of side A. Let us suppose this side is A, and this is the length of the diagonal. So this will also be A. Now we know that whenever the side of a square is given, the length of the diagonal is calculated as √2 into length of the side. How it is coming? See, this we can apply Pythagoras theorem. Let us suppose this is a square ABCD of side A. Then for triangle ABC, right angled at B, A square plus A square should be equal to the side AC square. Now, AC square will be equal to 2A square, or AC will be equal to √2 into A. So now this is an established fact that in case of a square of side A, the length of the diagonal is given by √2 multiplied by the side. Now here we have been given that the square region has an area equal to n. So we know that area of a square is side square is equal to n. So side will be equal to under root of n. Why? So length of diagonal will be equal to, you have been asked what is the length of the diagonal of the square in terms of n. So length of diagonal will be equal to √2 multiplied by the side. So side is √2 n over here. So this will be under root of 2n. And the right option will be option number A. The prime sum of an integer n greater than 1 is the sum of all the prime factors of n including repetitions. For example, the prime sum of 12 is 7. Since 12 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3, and 2 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 7. So he has shown with the example how he is calculating the prime sum. We will first prime factorize the number, and then we'll add all the numbers in the prime factorization irrespective of their repetition. So see here, 2 is repetitive 2 times. We can write 2 square into 3, but he has written it into 2 into 2 into 3. So 2 plus 2 plus 3. So if the prime number is getting repeated, you have to add it the same number of times. Now the question is, For which of the following integers is the prime sum greater than 35? So these are the 5 options. So what we'll do, we'll first prime factorize each number. Now first part is 440. Now 440, see, it can be written as 44 into 10, and we know the prime factorization of 10 is 2 into 5. So 44 will be equal to prime factorizing by 2 first. So since it is even, so this will be 2 into 2 into, so I can write this as 2 into 2 into 2, 3 times 2 into 5 into 11. Right? Now its prime sum will be equal to 2 plus 2, 4, 6, 5, 11, 11, and this 11. So this will be 22. So prime sum for this number is 22, which is less than 35, and it has asked us which of the following digits has the prime sum greater than 35. So we'll move to the next option, 512. Now we know that 512 is basically, so we'll prime factorize it first, 2, so this will be 256, then again 2, 1, 2, 8, 2, 64, 2, 32, 2, 16, 2, 8, 2, 4, 2, 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is basically 2 raised to power 9. So that means we have to add 9 2 times. So this will, the prime sum for this will be equal to 2 into 9, as we have to add 9 number of times. So this will be equal to 18. So this is also less than 35. So this is not on the required answer. Option number C is 520. So 620 can be written as 62 into 10 or 62 into 2 into 5. So prime factorize 62. So this will be 62 2 into 31. Now 31 is a prime number, so it can't be broken down further. So I will write this as 2 into 2 into 5 into 31. Now with addition it comes 2 to 4, 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 31 is 40. Now this is having prime sum greater than 35. So our required option is option number C. So right answer is option number C. But we will do prime factorization for the other two cases also. 700. 700 can be written as 700 can be written as 2 into 5 whole square. We'll break it down. So it will be 7 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. Right? So it will be 7, 9, 11, 11 and 10 is 21. So it is having less than 35, the sum of its prime numbers. Now last one is 750. So 750 can be written as 75 into 10, or it can be further written as 20. This can be written as 25 into 3 or 5 into 5 into 3. So I will write it 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 3 into 10 can be written as 2 into 5. So this is 5, 5, 15, 18 and 2, 20. So it is having sum less than 35. So the right option is option number C, 620. Each machine at a toy factory assembles a certain kind of toy at a constant rate of 1 toy every 3 minutes. If 40% of the machines at the factory are to be replaced by new machines that assemble this kind of toy at a constant rate of 1 toy every 2 minutes, what will be the percentage increase in the number of toys assembled in 1 hour by all the machines at the factory working at their constant rates? See, now there are two cases. Let us suppose first the number of machines working be X. Right? Now in the first case says that all the machines assembled at a constant rate of 1 toy every 3 minutes. So that means 1 toy every 3 minutes. Now we have to calculate it for 1 hour. So that means I'll multiply this to get 60 minutes. So I need to multiply it by, so this will be multiplied by 20. So here also we need to multiply it by 20. So we'll get 20 toys per hour or 60 minutes are being assembled through if all the machines are working at the previous rate. In the next case, he says that 40% of the machines at the factory are to be replaced by the new machines that assemble this kind of toy at a constant rate of 1 toy every 2 minutes. Now, 40% of the machines, that means that 40% will be 40 by 100 or 0.40 of X. These are the machines which will be working at this rate, and that rate is 1 toy every 2 minutes. Right? So in 1 hour, for 1 hour, that is 60 minutes, they will be producing, multiplied by the factor will be, in this case will be 30. So we need to multiply here also by 30. So 30 toys will be made by the new machine per hour, 30 toys. Right? Now the rest of the toys, that is 0.60x machines, will be manufacturing at this rate itself. Right? So for that will be 20 toys per minute. So that will be 0.60 into 20 and 0.40x multiplied by 30. Right? Now this is equal to 0.60x. So this can be written as, this is 3 by 5 of 20 into x plus 40 is 2 by 5 dot 30 into x. So this will be 5, 4, 4, 3, 12x. Here it will be 5, 6, 12x. So this will be 24x. Right. Now, in the previous case where the toys were manufactured by the machines, total number of machines x. Fine. So in that case, the total number of toys will be 20 into number of machines. Fine. Now the question asks us, what will be the percent increase in the number of toys assembled in 1 hour by all the machines at the factory working at their constant rates? So now this was due to the mix of new machines which were 40% and the previous machine. So this is 24x minus 20x. So this is the difference divided by increases on the 20x. So this will be 20x, 4x upon 20x. X and x get cancelled. So this is 1 by 5, or 1 by 5 in terms of percentage will be multiplying it by 100. So this will be 20%. Right? So which will be this right option? Option right A is the right option. When a subscription to a new magazine was purchased for M months, the publisher offered a discount of 75% off the regular monthly price of the magazine. If the total value of the discount was equivalent to buying the magazine at its regular monthly price for 27 months, what was the value of M? Now see, let us suppose that regular monthly price of the magazine is rupees or dollar X. Let us suppose this is X. Right? Now he says that when a subscription is made for M number of months, the publisher offered a discount of 75% off the regular monthly price. So regular monthly price we have assumed as X. Right? So how much discount was availed? That will be equal to 0.75 of 75% is 3 by 4 of X. Now he says that if the total value of the discount was equivalent to buying the magazine at its regular monthly price for 27 months. Fine. Now this has been purchased for M number of months. Fine. So this is equal to buying the magazine for 27 months. This discount is equal to discount buying the magazine for 27 months at its regular monthly price. So regular monthly price is X. So 27 months into X. Now from here X and X gets cancelled. We need to find the value of M, which will be equal to 27 into 4 by 3. So this will be 3 9s are 9 4. So this means this is M is equal to 36 months. Right? M is number of months. So the right option is option D. Up to this point we have reached the answer, and option is D. Now we'll do some analysis. Now we know that the number of months is 36. Now he gave a subscription for M months, that is 36 months. So 36 multiplied by a regular monthly price, no, we don't know that. So that is for M number of months, and discount is 3 by 4 dot M. Right? So this is equal to, X. Right? So this will be equal to 4, 9. So 27 dot X is equal to this side also 27 dot X. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. At a garage sale, all of the prices of the items sold were different. If the price of a radio sold at the garage sale was both the 15th highest price and the 20th lowest price among the prices of items sold, how many items were sold at the garage sale? Now see, if the price of the radio sold at the garage sale was both the 15th highest, so that means if this is the place 15th highest, so there will be 14 items above it, right? And this is the same item here he is referring to, because he says that the radio sold at the garage was both. So that means this is the first case, and the second case is 20th lowest price. So 20th lowest price means there will be 19 items below it, 19 items below it. Right? So he says how many items were sold at the garage sale. Now see, 14 items were above it and 19 items were below it. So total 14 plus 19 will be equal to 33. Now see, 33 is not the answer. Why? Because there is one item which we are referring to in both the cases, that is 19th and the 20th, 15th in case of the highest and 20th in case of the lowest. But these both are the same items which we are referring to. So we just need to add 1 over it, not 2. If you confuse yourself, you will think that these are the different items. Both these have been radio. So in case of highest, there are 14 items above it, and in case of lowest, there are 19 items below it. So total will be 14 plus 19 plus 1 this radio with which we have made the reference. So total number of items will be 34. Right option will be option B and not the option A, and not the option C also, because he has said that the reference has been made. Both these references are made from the sale of radio. Half of a large pizza is cut into 4 equal sized pieces and the other half is cut into 6 equal sized pieces. If a person were to eat one of the larger pieces and 2 of the smaller pieces, what fraction of the pizza would remain uneaten? So first of all, there are 2 cases, half over here, half is over here. Now, one half is cut into 4 equal sized pizza. So that will be 1 by 2 into 1 by 4. So this will be 1 by 8. Now another half is cut into 6 equal sized pieces. So this will be 1 by 2 into 1 by 6 equal to 1 by 12. Now the question says if a person were to eat one of the larger pieces, so that will be 1 this is the larger piece, obviously the denominator is less. So 1 into 1 by 8 plus 2 of the smaller pieces. So 2 into 1 by 12. So this will be 6. So this will be 1 by 8 plus 1 by 6. Taking LCM will be 24. So here it will be 24 divided by 8 is 3. 3 multiplied by 1 is 3 plus 24 divided by 6 is 4. 4 into 1 is 4. So this will be 7 by 2. 24. So this is the total portion that person has eaten. So the question asks what fraction of the pizza would remain uneaten. So that will be subtracting it from 1. So 1 minus 7 by 24 will be the portion which will be left uneaten. So here LCM is 24. So here will be 24 minus 7. So this will be equal to 17 by 24. So this is that portion which has been left uneaten. So the right option will be option number E is the right answer. If A is equal to this whole expression and B is equal to 1 plus 1 by 4 of A, then what is the value of A minus B? See, we need to calculate the value of A minus B. Now this will be, we won't be putting the value of A right now. So this will be A minus B is minus 1 minus 1 by 4 of A. Fine. Now 1 by 4 of A. So this will be A, putting the value 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 64 minus 1 minus, now 1 by 4 of A. So this will be putting the value 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 64. Now opening the brackets, this will be 1 by 4 plus 4 into 4 1 by 16 plus 16 into 4 1 by 64 plus 64 into 4 will be 60 into 4 is 240 plus 4 into 4 16. So this will be 1 upon 256. Right? But now here it is negative sign, so all these will come with negative sign. So this will be minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 16, minus 1 by 64 and minus 1 by 256. So 1 and 1 will get cancelled. 1 by 4, 1 by 16, 1 by 64. You would be only left with minus 1 by 256. So this is what we are left with. So the right option will be option B, minus 1 by 256. In a certain learning experiment, each experiment had 3 trials and was assigned for each trial a score of either -2, -1, 0, 1 or 2. The participants' final score consisted of the sum of the first trial score, 2 times the second trial score and 3 times the third trial score. If any received scores of 1 and -1 for her first 2 trials, not necessarily in that order. See, this is very important, not necessarily in that order. Which of the following could not be her final score? So let us suppose Annie scored X marks in her final trial. Fine. So there were 3 trials. Fine. Now the participant's final score consisted of the sum of first trial score plus 2 times the second trial score and 3 times the third trial score. If any received scores of 1 and -1 for her first 2 trials. So let us suppose for first 2 trials her score was first trial it is 1 and second trial is, this is the third trial for which we have supposedly that its score is X and in second trial it has -1. Now the second case falls where first trial would be having -1 score and second trial will be having +1 score. These are the only 2 possibilities. Right? Now, it says that the score is calculated on the basis that on the first trial, the score is consisted of sum of first trial score. So that will be 1 plus 2 times the second trial score. So this will be in this case 2 times -1 plus 3 times the third trial. So third trial we have supposed it to be X. So this will be plus 3X. Now in this case this will be -1 plus 2 times the second trial score plus 3 times the third trial score. So this will be 1 minus 2 plus 3x. So this will be equal to 3x minus 1 and in this case this will be -1 plus 2 plus 3x. So this will be equal to 3x plus 1. 2 minus 1 is plus 1. So these are the only 2 possibilities, 3x minus 1 and 3x plus 1. Now we know that in the for 3 trials the score can either be -2, -1, 0, 1 or 2. So, and he asks us which could not be her final score from these options. So what will we do? These are the only possibilities of x. So -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. We try to make a tabular form of this, right? And now over here we will put the values for this. Wherever possible, try to make the question in the tabular form so that there is no scope of error. For this 3x minus 1 and here 3x plus 1. Now we will start putting the values. 3 into -2 is -6, so this will be -7. Now 3 into -1 is -3, -3 minus 1 is -4. 3 into 0, so this will be -1 itself. So 3 into 1 is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 into 2 is 6, 6 minus 1 is 5. Now over here 3 into -2, -6 plus 1 will be -5. 3 into -1, 3 into -1, -3 plus 1, so this will be -2. Now over here 3 into 0, so this will become 0, so this will be 1. Now over here 3 into 1 is 3 plus 1, 4. And the last one is 3 into 2, 6 plus 1, 7. Right? Now we have to check which of the value is not her, can be not her final score. So -4 is there, -2, 1, 5. So 6 is not her score. So we will say option E is the right answer. So whenever you approach a question, try to make it simple so that your approach will become error free. Our main task is to make the approach error free so that there is no possibility of error. For all positive integers m and v, so m and v are positive integers, the expression m and this symbol v represents the remainder when m is divided by v. So basically m and this expression means when m is divided by v, the remainder is this, the value for this expression. Now what is the value of 98, 33, 17 minus 98, 33, 17? So what will we do in this case? Now here 92 and 3 are put in brackets. So first of all we will solve 98 divided by 3 and find out the remainder. We know that 33 into 3 will be 99. So this is one less than this. So the remainder in this case will be equal to 32. Right? Now when 32 is, now we have to check it for 17. So 32 divided by 17, then remainder, we know that 17 into 2 is 34. This is 2 less than this. So the remainder in this case will be equal to 15. Right? So this whole expression boils down to 15. Now minus. We will check for this. Now bracket has been changed to this one. So first we will find out 33 divided by 17. Again 17 into 2 is 34. This is 1 less than this. So this will be having remainder 16. Right? Now when 98 is divided by 16, the remainder will be, now 16, 4 is 64. We will add 32 to it. It will be 6 and 96. Right? So that means 16, 6 is 96 and 16, 7 will be, so remainder in this case will be equal to, remainder will be equal to 2. So basically we need to find 15 minus 2. So that will be equal to 13. The right option will be option D. The chart above shows year-end values for Darnila's investments. For just the stocks, what was the increase in value? We have to find the for stocks from year-end 2000 to year-end 2003. So this is that graph for year 2000 to 2003. Now stocks are being referred by this image. So we will deeply look into the stocks image. Here it starts at 6,000 and breaks at 9,000. Right? So this is basically 9,000 minus 6,000 will be 3,000. Now for the year 2003, for year 2003, the value, it starts at 5,000 and this corresponds to 10,000. So 10,000 minus 5,000, that will be 5,000. So the question asks us that what was the increase. So increase will be 5,000 minus 3,000. So that will be equal to $2,000. And the right option for this will be option number B. If the sum of the reciprocal of two consecutive odd integers is 12 upon 35, then the greater of the two integers is. Now, let us suppose these two integers are a and b. Then it has been given that 1 by a plus 1 by b, or a plus b upon ab is equal to 12 by 35. Right? Now since these are odd integers, so we have to take the combination in which, let us suppose now ab should be equal to, this means that ab should be equal to 35 and a plus b should be equal to 12. right? So if the greater of the two integers 3, if we take the greater of the two integers 3, so the smaller one will be 1, so this is not equal to 35. Now the second case is 5, so that will be 5.3, so this is 15. Next is 7.5, so this is 7.5 equal to 35. So now this is the case which is fulfilling this condition. Now it must satisfy this condition also, that 7 plus 5 is equal to 12, and it is actually coming equal to 12. So that means the greater of the two integers for us is, in this case, is option number C, and the smaller one will be, greater one is 7 and the smaller one will be 5, right? Now let us suppose if this kind of question doesn't occur like this. In that case you would need to put the value of B. We know that, let us suppose A is the bigger of them, so A is equal to B minus 2 in that case. So you will substitute this value in terms of B, and the whole equation will reduce to a single variable, and then you can solve this question also. But here by mere analysis we find out that the greater of the two integers is 7, right? So option C is the right answer. If it has been asked that the smaller of the two integers, then the option would have been option number B. What is the sum of odd integers from 35 to 85 inclusive? That means 35 and 85 are inclusive. So basically we need to find the sum of odd integers from 35. So next will be 37, next will be 39, so on up to 85. We need to find this sum. Now this becomes a case of whenever there is the common difference equal between the second term and the first term, this D, we call it D. So this is common difference D2, D2. So in all these terms the difference will be 2. So this becomes a case of arithmetic progression. And in this case we find the value of sum of terms through two things, two formulas. S is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into D, where n is the number of terms which we will be finding now. Second formula for this is also n by 2 first term plus last term. Now since we know both the first term and the last term, so we'll be using this formula for this special case. But first we need to find the value of n, that how many terms we are considering for the sum. Now a is the first term, a is called the first term, which is 35. So here a is 35 first term, which we refer as the first term is a. Now D is the common difference, which in this case is 2. Now for using this formula we need to find how many terms are there, and that is calculated with the help of that nth term an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into D. Now we need to find which number of term is 85, so we'll write 85 over here. First term is 35, so a is 35 plus n minus 1 dot D is 2. Now 85, when 35 will go here, 85 minus 35 is 50, n minus 1 dot 2. So this implies n minus 1 will be equal to 50 divided by 2, which is 25, and n will be equal to 26. So that means we need to find the sum of 26 terms having common difference 2 and starting from 35. So sum of 26 terms will be 26 by 2 is 13. First term is 35 plus 85. So this will be 13 multiplied by 85, and 5 is 90. So this will be 120. So basically you need to find 120 into 13. So 13 into 12 is 1310. So we'll break down it like this: 10 into 10 plus 2. 13 into 10 is 130. 13 into 2 is 26. So this will be 156. And this 0. So this will be 1560. So the sum is 1560, option number A. If you want all this about arithmetic progression, I have made a separate video for that. For all numbers A, B and C and D, A, B, C, D is defined by the equation AD minus CB. So whenever this kind of expression is given, so this will be A multiplied by D first minus CD. So he's asking which of the following is equal to this whole expression. So first we will solve it. This will be equal to 3s minus t, fine, minus 4 into minus t minus 4t minus 2s plus 2s minus 2t. So this will be 3s minus t plus 4t plus 2s plus 2s minus 2t. So this will be equal to 3s, 2s and 2s. So this will be equal to 7s. 4t minus t will be 3t. 3t minus 2t will be equal to plus t. Fine. So it says which of the following is equal to 7s plus t. Now if this will be equal to 5s minus t, s minus 7t, 7s minus 5t, 5s plus t, and this will be equal to 7s plus t. right? We will be solving E part, so that is S minus T 1 7. So this will be equal to 7S minus of T. So this will be equal to 7S plus T. So right option is option number E. In a certain sequence, each term after the first term is one half the previous term. So basically he is talking of a sequence. If the 10th term of the sequence is between 0.301 and 0.201, then the 12th term of the sequence is in between. Now he has given us that the 10th term, let us suppose the 10th term is A10, is in between 0.0001 to 0.001. Right? Now he asks us that the 12th term of the sequence is in between. Now first of all we need to find the 11th term. So 11th term will be in between half of this as the terms increases. So it will become half of it, as he has given that this is the sequence. Now this will be equal to 0.001 means 1 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros 10 raised to power 4 dot 2. And in this side this will be 1 divided by 10 raised to power 3 dot 2. Now 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 will be 0.5. So this is 0.5 divided by 10 raised to power 4 to up to 0.5 divided by 10 raised to power 3. So this will be equal to a 11th term will be equal to 0.40 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 0.5 divided by 10 raised to power 3, that means 0.3 zeros and then 5. So this is the limit for the 11th term. Now for the 12th term we will be again dividing it by 2. So this will become 0.405 divided by 2 up to 0.305 divided by 2. So this will be, we'll solve it here. So this will be 5 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 raised to power 5 multiplied by 2. And here it will be 5 divided by 10 raised to power 4 dot 2. Now 5 by 2 is basically 2.5 divided by 10 raised to power 5, and here it will be 2.5 divided by 10 raised to power 4. So here it will become 1 decimal and then 4 zeros. So this will be 0.00025, right? And on the other side it will be, this will be 8 12ths and this side will be 2.5. So 1 decimal replace this and there will be 3 zeros, 0.00025, 3 zeros and 25. So which will be the right option? Right option you have to look for the where it will be having 4 zeros and 3 zeros then 2 5. So comment 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3. So option C is the right answer. So in GMAT you must approach in a method where your approach should be error free. Otherwise single mistake can give you lose lot of marks. A certain drive-in movie theater has a total of 17 rows of parking spaces. There are 20 parking spaces in the first row. So there are basically 17 rows. These are 17 rows. There are 20 parking spaces in the first row. So in first there are 20 parkings, right? And 21 parking in the second row. In each subsequent row, there are 2 more parking spaces than in the previous row. So that means there it will be 23, then it will be 25, 2 more in the subsequent. So there is a sequence from the second row that 2 are being added. Now, what is the total number of parking spaces in the movie theater? Now, this doesn't fall in that sequence, as in this case the difference is 1 only. Now we would start with 21, find the total number of, and then we will add 20. Don't forget to add 20 in this. Now we have a sequence in which first term is 21 and 23, then up to, so these are 17 rows, this is 1 row which we are leaving, so total there will be 16 rows. So for this n is equal to 16. First term is your 21. Now this again becomes a case of AP. Now for sum of 16 terms will be 16 by 2, 2a. So here we won't be using the formula first term plus last term. We will use another formula. Sum of n terms is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So 2a means 42 plus n minus 1 is 15 dot d is 2. So this will be 8, 42 plus 30. So this will be 72 dot 8. So this will be equal to 70 into 8 is 560 and 8 into 2 is 60. So this will be 576. So there will be total 576 parking spaces in these 16 rows. But we need to add 20 to this. So total there will be 596 parking spaces. Right? So the right option for this will be option number C. If you want detailed lecture on arithmetic progression, I have made a separate video on my channel. For today, thank you. Please devote 1 to 2 hours for your GMAT preparation. We'll be doing data sufficiency questions in the further series of the lecture.